Morning.
Yes, today I want us to discuss about something we call lesson plan and schemes of work, and also something to do with something to do with UDL. Do you know what UDL means? UDL means Universal Design for Learning. So as we begin our topic, we have seen that we will talk about lesson plan, schemes of work, don't mind about the handwriting. And also we look at OS, which means the occupational standards. And in our topic in OS, in lesson plan, we are going to see what includes a lesson plan. First, before we look at what includes a lesson plan, we have to define what is a lesson plan. What is a lesson plan? Yet we want to understand what is a lesson plan. Now that we are training to be trainers, what is a lesson plan? Yes, my friend. What is a lesson plan? With your own words. What is a lesson plan?
It's a plan of the activities or the content you are
Very good. We are saying that it's a plan or that structure you have created as a teacher so that it can guide you to go through the whole lesson in a class. That is very good. So we can also give a lesson another description to say that a lesson plan is a detailed guide which is created by a teacher. So we are saying that lesson plan, it is created by a teacher. You who is trained to be a teacher or to be a trainer, you are supposed to have a lesson plan which will be helping you when you are teaching. And we'll also look at what constitutes a lesson plan. And a lesson plan, there are things that are included in that lesson plan. And we are saying one is objectives. In your lesson plan, there must be objectives. In your lesson plan, there must be goals or some assessment. In your lesson plan, there must also be introduction. For you to have a full class, there must be an introduction. Introduction means that what are you going to teach? What are you going to tell the trainers in that particular lesson? Are we together? So we are saying that in a lesson plan, these are the things that constitutes that lesson plan. There must be objectives that you are going to achieve at the end of the topic. What are the objectives to achieve? There must be introduction. That thing that you're supposed to learn. There is also the closure. When you talk of closure, we mean at the end of the class lesson, there is something that you are going to close with. It can be either assignments, it can also be group works, and so on and so forth. Are we together? There's also something to do with, I've seen the other one we're going to look is something we are calling schemes of work. Is that written here? Yes, schemes of work. In schemes of work, what do you understand what we say? Schemes of work. Schemes of work. And we are saying schemes of work. We are saying that it's a systematic. It's a logical. It's a detailed, logical, and sequential plan that interprets the syllabus into units. Are we together? We can also define it as a breakdown of syllabus into manageable contents, which will be covered in a specific period. What do we mean by schemes of work? When you have a class ahead of you, there is that document that you are given, and that document is supposed to help you as a trainer to achieve certain goals and achievements. That by the end of the topic, you have covered this and that. You have done this and that. Are we together? So welcome, but you are very late for the class. Next time, make sure that when I'm in the class, don't end. So let's continue. That we are saying in the schemes of work, you are supposed to make an accomplishment of the things that you're supposed to do in that whole class. Are we together? Tuko pamoja? Ama naongea peke yangu? So we are saying that in that schemes of work, as a trainer, you are supposed to have a schemes of work for you to be to be in that whole session of the class. And in that schemes of work, if there are things which are inside that schemes of work, like what? What are some of the things which are inside that class? What are some of those? Yes, should be the topic. Another one? Yes, and you will research on that. What are the things which are inside the schemes of work? And as I come to finish, I want to give you a question on UDL. We have not covered UDL as I had said. So you are going to research on what is UDL. You will also give what constitutes the UDL, and I'll take that work by next week. The other one is the occupational standards. You are going to make short notes on occupational standards. Make short notes. Lastly and not the least, in an exam, I will ask you, define lesson plan, 2 marks. Define schemes of work, 2 marks. And then in the other one, I will give you a detailed question of UDL. That assignment. But I will tell you to discuss what is UDL, and that question carries 20 marks. Yes, and those are very examinable questions in an exam. So make sure that you research on that. I said you make notes on UDL. I said that you make notes on OS, and also mark those questions I have said. So that is the end of our class. I hope everyone has marked in the register. So kama uko na hiyo register, you can pass it by. And having said that, that is the end of our class. I hope you have all understood. So tuonane kesho kutu ama next week if you have a lesson. Have a good day.